In the Gold Prayer Book, turn to page 27. And we'll chant the 7-limb prayer. Gosum gu pegone chatselo ngsham yi tu cherti malubu to mene saditun tam cheshag kepa gewanam la sheirang korwa matom bardule june drola cherki kolo korwa dong da zhengen na jan chu chen pongo. I'll turn to page 97. And we'll chant the short mandala offering at the bottom of the page. Saji perki jushin metok tamri rinji ni degen padi sangye jingdu mikte uwa yidro gunam dag jing la chepar shok jetsun lama Dampa kenam kiche kukala ken se ju jintri chita zampe du jezima la jab gecherki shalpa tu sir idam guru ratamadakam niryatayami. Chirtan soki chonam la janju bardu dani kyapsuchi dagi chen yangi pesanam gi dola penche sangye tu pasha. Chirtan soki chonam la janju bardu dani kyapsuchi dagi chen yangi pesanam gi dola penche sangye tu pasha. Chudang soki chonam la janchu badu dani kyapsuchi dagi chunyangi pesanam gi dola penchu sangye tu pasha.
Nidya chi watona kushi nidya nishu dunza kwaya na dola penpa chan na la shi ji jan chi dunza na zavaka. Kanda yanda debya to na naba kunde na zo dizo ma nidya jan cho sebe to che sanche chinde yinde lan cho. Kange denje ne wa jo gaba me ba je me ba je ma me ba na me ba hoa me ba nu me ba na ne ne me ne je me. Tiba nishe she den ba zo pe san je ma nam je tangpa ten na cho se lo. Kange tu se nye so ne dawa nam je ba me je tam pe chen je ne je ma kwa na me lo jo. good evening. So, anybody has anybody's life impacted by hurricane? Oh, very good. So, did you lose the power? Oh, very good. Huh? Oh, so here one question is, what is it, O deity? O deity.
Yeah, O deity.
O deity is whom I have accomplished from previous lifetime. What is the meaning? So, what is the meaning? Maybe some kind of part of prayer.
It's
From Tara? Ale, ole. Dagi tsaram gunu duber lase. Maybe it probably refers to Lama Atisha here. Lama Atisha, Lama Atisha, Indian master Atisha, who reestablished Buddha Dharma, Buddhism in Tibet. When he was born, I think when he was born, he was princess. He's the middle son, so in West Bengal now. Yeah, so not very close, but not very, very far from my birthplace in Sikkim, West Bengal. It's like maybe one night from there. Probably Lama Atisha was born there, so in the huge kingdom. So the three brothers, three sons. He's the middle one. The first son is called Essence of Moon. The first one, I think. The second one is called Essence of Lotus, their name. Then the last one probably called Essence of Courage, something like that. And I think Atisha was the middle one. So when he was born, so then of course, like the royal family, they probably like huge mansion or house. One day the parents, so he's like the boy is sleeping. So when parents, like all of a sudden they heard like a lot of noise in the kingdom, in their probably in their like house or residence. So the both parents wander, like stood up and wondered like what is happening, look around, and they saw the green flower called upala. Green flower they saw in the space, some kind of green flowers floating, green flowers. So the boy, that Atisha, the boy probably saw Tara, Mother Tara. The boy saw the Tara. So that's why, so that Tara probably helping that boy many, many lifetimes. So that's why that, that deity refers to green Tara. I think green Tara. So the green Tara is, how you say, Lama Atisha's deities, deities, and like has connections from many, many lives before that. So that's why accomplished from previous lifetime. So Lama Atisha. So could be wrong. Am I wrong? Samula, am I wrong?
Since it's the request to bring Tara, it's part of the request, aren't they talking about your own previous lifetimes? Because that's why you actually met Tara. You met this practice this lifetime.
Yeah, probably that can also can be applied to you. So maybe. Otherwise, things that happen in our life, how you can explain? There has to have some kind of propensity or tendencies. So then all kinds of things happen, So, and yeah, that can be also refers to you too. So, maybe it's hard to believe that only one person has connection with Tara. That's hard to believe. You know. Anyway, so you remember who composed that benefit of reciting during Tara practice? Maybe Kandola composed that. So anyway, so I don't remember. By saying that prayer, like since from 7 years old, 7 years old. So since so anyway, so maybe it refers to you or refers to Atisha, okay, something like that. So last Wednesday, I thought it's quite important, this section of the Lamrim, the liberation palm of your hand. So instead of like reading every single page from beginning to end, so I now choose section by sections. So for the sake of knowledge, next time if somebody requires you to teach, then you can teach. So, how disturbing thought rise? How disturbing thought rise? That's something that everybody should pay attention, regardless whether you consider yourself as a Buddhist, believer, atheist, doesn't matter. Everybody thinks. Everybody thinks. Not just people who are Buddhists, they only think, nobody else thinks, not like that. Everybody thinks. So not necessarily everybody thinks something positive, so then the thought, because of the thought, life get complicated. Because of the thought, you could liberate yourself from the complications, because of thought. So within the thought, some of them are beneficial, some of them are not beneficial, very high, harmful. So in order to liberate or free yourself from those harmful thoughts, first you have to understand, first you need to identify them. What are those harmful thoughts and how they rise. Nimong, afflicted mind or klesha. Nimong, minute it rise, it kind of like, make your mind messy. Make your mind messy. Make your mind messy, yeah. Make your mind messy. Then after that, your life becomes messy. So that's why, then after that, what we call karma, then you create karma. We create karma. Just karma, without affliction, karma is like it does not have any functions. It does not. It's not active. It's inactive. Inactive. It's inactive. Also, this is very important for the sake of your own happiness and for the sake of knowledge too. So that's what we started last Wednesday, okay? So then that, like how the disturbing or harmful thought rise, that is going to be explained based on the 4 points. Identifying those harmful thoughts, that's the one, and how the sequence of how they've been generated sequence. So then the cause, nothing is independent, everything is dependent, cause. Then the drawback or downside of that harmful thought, okay? These are the 4 points. So they have been explaining last Wednesday. So then we moved down to like, here, Sept our target to deja teaching control the Ngajamari Tawa the Tenzam India. So this is, the Lama is quoting this text here, but the original text, that the word is composed by Vasubandhu, Indian master Vasubandhu. The road like treasure of knowledge is called Abhidharma Kosha. So in English it's called treasure of knowledge, Dze. Treasure, Dze. So when you read chapter number 5, it has 8 chapters. When you read the chapter number 5, so in the very beginning of the chapter number 5, so then you see this word, you see this stanza. Sept our target to deja teaching control the Ngajam Marita Tenzam India. So Sept our, the root of this, cycle, these 12 links, birth, aging, sickness, death, again birth, and go round, then 12 link. That's called samsara, cycle existence, korwa, samsara. Sipa refers to cycle existence. Tsawa, the root, Sept Tsawa, target to 6 afflicted mind. Decha, attachment. Tishin, likewise, anger. Ngaja, pride. Marik, ignorance. Tawa, view. Tezam, doubt. See, these are the 6. So when you read the Vasubandhu text, treasure of knowledge, chapter number 5, in the very beginning of chapter number 5, then you see this word. Sept our target to these are the 6 root cause of cyclic existence. So then there's like secondary afflictions. Then you should probably 20 of them. We had quite a number of them. We had quite a number, not just one, quite a number of them. So now, the first one, attachment. What is attachment? Attractive object. Attractive object. Wealth. Possession, wealth. Body. Edible. So, drink. Exclude beer. Exclude. So they're just joking. Drinks. Could be anything. Could be butter tea. When we see, didn't say don't enjoy. Of course, there's nothing wrong to enjoy. Why enjoying tea is nothing positive or negative. That's your result of your positive karma. What it says, like becoming attached. So then, that's the beginning of trouble. So need to be aware. Aware, enjoy, same time, fully aware. So the awareness is very important. A drop of oil on the piece of paper, when it drop, it's just little dot. Eventually just spread, then hard to clean, like that. Another example, like sitting. There's some not here. Some other text said sitting in the wet leather pouch. I'm not sure, pouch or something. So,
Like a sack or a sleeping bag.
Something. Beginning is wet. You can move. If you sit there a long time, it'll dry up. Then squeeze you. Then you can't move, like that. Or many examples. So now the question is it possible? Is it possible to enjoy something without attaching?
Without attaching.
that it is possible enjoying without attaching. Yeah, so when you go to other countries, here for a 5-star hotel is very expensive. When you go other country, dollar goes very far away. You can stay in a 5-star hotel, for example, in India. Do you become attached? Maybe temporarily, and you have to leave that. You can't stay there forever. But you enjoy. You try to take advantage as much as possible to use all the facilities. That means you are enjoying that, but you are not attached. If you become attached, so then we do enjoy things in our life without attachment. So you don't want. So now, what is attachment is like that attachment requires object, not like unattractive objects. It requires attractive objects. That's how. Tell me, tell the mitawa debe semba. Oh, I don't want to be separated. I don't want to be separated. I don't want to be separated. Yeah. Tell the mitawa debe semba. Or maybe, I want to be separated. Both. There's two different types of attachment. I don't want to be separated. Tell the mitawa debe semba. Mind that does not want to be separated from whatever that object might be, so that mind that doesn't want to be separated from Papa John pizza. So it's simple, Papa John pizza. When you go to Nepal, then you experience problems. Yeah, so the Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donut. Not Dunkin' Donut. Not the store, physical store, but what is it called? The sweet thing that you eat, donut. Not Dunkin' Donut, sorry, donut. They sell by Dunkin' Donut. Donut. So then you go to Nepal, there's no donut. Then you find something that looks similar like donut, then you eat, then taste disgusting. Yeah, like that. Tell me, tell the mitawa debe semba. Mind that does not want to be separated from that object. That's called attachment. Pneumonia is the other afflicted mind among those 6 root affliction minds. Among those 6 afflicted mind, beside attachment, others like dust getting on the cloth. It's easy to remove. You just move, then you can just dust up, like anger. Attachment is not going to be dust, it's going to be a drop of oil. When it drops, so it's not going to be removed like that. Oh. No. There's only you like changing chakba, you like shen. Shen cha, as I said, there's 2 words, shen cha, shen cha. Can you look? Shen cha. Shen.
Clinging and
Then,
being fixated. Being fixated with something.
Being fixated.
Fixated.
Oh, so yeah, so what that one? Maybe that one, I'm not sure. Shen.
Being fixated is when you think about it all of the time. You're stuck
on it. Shen. Shen chak. The second word is much more deeper. Chak. Shen chak. Or first you become interest, maybe interest, not just interest, quite strong interest, shen. Then chak, so then it go a little bit deeper, shen chak. Rela numchubata, shen chak. What that looks like, it looks like a drop of oil that gets on the piece of fabric. That's what it looks like. In the beginning, small, and when time goes by, it gets bigger. That's what it looks like. That's what is mean shen chak. Shen chak, that's what it means. Shen, in the beginning, just drop 1 drop. Then eventually, it can spread. Chak on. Then hard to get rid of. Te tangche. Te yuwa kashin yu te dang te. tawata rebola soba debe sem soba shindu. So then wanting to look again and again, then wanting to touch, all kinds of things that would sem soba shindu chayula session jejeres on the tawakas. So then that increase. So there's particular, like meditation is designed to how to help the people, how to help us. Geshe shabe kowe choraching. Geshe shabe kowe is like it is like shakpa. No, shakpa is like the lasso. You lasso. First time when I heard this word, I said somebody speaking Tibetan. So lasso means yes, like so in the polite way of saying yes. Lasso, they say or something. Lasso means polite way of saying yes. I said lasso. So then now that's like called shakpa. In Tibetan it was called shakpa. Geshe shabe kowe chorachings. Samsara is like the cycle. Samsara, the cycle is like prison, and you are bound there by this piece of rope. That's considered as attachment. So then you are basically you just go round and round and round and round. It never be the cycle never stops because you go round and round because mainly because of attachment. Then sometimes people say, without attachment, the life has no meaning. That's not true at all. That's not true. Probably with attachment, probably life has no meaning. No, without attachment, life has great meaning. So people may say, you can enjoy. No, that's wrong. Probably you enjoy more. Why we don't have this strong desire to free or liberate ourselves from cyclic existence? Because we are attached. We are attached to that cycles. That's why we don't have this strong desire. Why this strong desire is not taking place? Because you don't see samsara is like something that urgently need to get out. We don't see that. Then that refers, samsara is a bigger picture. But within the soul, there's all kind of problems, day-to-day life problems, all kind of problems. And this idea applies to every single event. Every single event. It's not just samsara. Why I can free myself from a hot chocolate chip cookie from Whole Food? Because you are attached. That's why. Attached. The main cause. Two main things that keep us in samsara. Midubba is like unattractive. Midubba means unattractive. So when you become attached to something, first thing what you do, you read something, then try to meditate. Meditate means to think what you read and try to think and think deep. Then you try to do that. So sometimes then even that doesn't help. So then then means then you do this multiple steps. Then you follow them. Then if it doesn't help, if it's still hurting, so that means then the demon get into your mind. Demon. I'm not sure really physical demon what it means, but So then so in the Buddhism, what you do? So then you like you visualize divine beings. So then you do a lot of practice. So then eventually probably it helps. But the attachment is so strong. Miduba gomba so teje. Tell miduba number one. So I'm not going to go to this. There's talking about like sometimes when you go to the people's the great meditator house, they hang piece of skeletons in front of the altars. You know, like to help them to not to become attached to anything, help them to become. Then that probably refers to the body, you know. So when you look at, you know, so that's like this. Probably looking through X-ray. You know, when you look at the X-ray, there's nothing to really become attached. You know, it's just you see skeleton. So something like that, you know, because it's so strong. So then it helps, particularly for monastic lives, and it helps them to reduce the attachment level. So so miduba comes. Oh yeah. So now move down to the anger. So now here we are trying to identify what is attachment, how you define attachment. Attachment rise based on attractive object. Could be possession, could be body, could be food, could be drink, could be, you know, shape, could be color, could be smell, taste, tactile, object. So then when you, like you are not free from attachments, then you get close to the object, then you see something, hear something, smell something, taste something, touch something. Not just that, we don't stop there, so then we become, you know, attached. So then we come to the thought that rise, that doesn't want to be separated from those objects. So then, you know, that create, you know, like if we are not careful, so then create, you know, a lot of pain. So so now anger, anger. Simje mayimbala means kunde narsemba, sim tsumu vitela neba. What is anger? What is anger? Also needs object. So now same thing, like Vasubandhu talks about that in chapter number 5. Vasubandhu, Indian master who composed the Treasure of Knowledge, Abhidharma Kosha, chapter number 5. If you read further down, so then you see Taje Pangwa Mayintans. Taje Pangwa Mayintans. What that means? It means not free from, you know, not free from this 6 root cause of samsara. Think about that. Object is close by, very close. Color, shape, smell, taste, close by. Sujimai jealous. So then you impose something. You impose, or exaggerate, So then the cause of afflicted mind is big. Cause of afflicted mind is complete. So then afflicted mind rise. Whether it's anger or attachment, pride, you know, so whatever, then the wrong view, then they rise based on that. They rise. So chapter number 5, you know, Treasure of Knowledge, Abhidharma Kosha, composed by Indian master Vasubandhu. That's continue anger. Object of anger is like being. Yeah, being or living beings, or like, or just matter, object, just object, like this, and then hairs. Meanness. First you see, or smell, or hear, or whatever. 5 senses. Through 5 senses, then you kind of interact with the object. Meaning, kunde narsembas, then you really don't like. Kunde narsemba. Sept, same mind. Tsumu means like rough, not smooth. Rough, kind of like mind that's kind of rough, it's not smooth. Tsumu means mean thought. Tsumu yu tenala never change about this. Then their minds want to harm that object, harm that object. That's anger. So now, according to Shantideva, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life, chapter number 6, Shantideva did thorough research how to deal with anger. So sometimes I jokingly call that like anger management program. Didn't call that, but midwe chedan device. We have desire, two different types of desire. Desire to want something, and desire don't want something. There's two types of desire. Everybody has. I have, you have, everybody has. Bird, squirrel, everybody has that desire. Midwe chedan device. Geshe junchubas. So some kind of like, like how is the obstacles taking place between those two desires. Want something happen, somebody say you can't have that, or somebody say it's impossible, whatever, some kind of obstacle taking place between you and the desire, wanting something. Or don't wanting something, that some kind of obstacle rise between your desire and you. Then you find something that you don't like. Could be a person saying you can't have that, or you find something that you don't like. So then you find the fuel or food for anger. You found the food or fuel for anger. What you do, what we do, we don't rely on patience, we rely on anger, heavily rely on anger. Then you yourself completely finish, destroyed. You, Jom means destroyed. Then you have no ability to distinguish between what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is not good. And you lose that ability, you lose wisdoms, and you lose sleep, you lose appetite, then you basically, you just lose everything, you lose everything. Relying on anger, finish. Happiness is finished, gone, zero, there's nothing. That's how oneself get destroyed by dungeons. Shedan sumu sem chanas. If you harbor anger, harbor anger, sumu, pain. Anger is pain. It's pain. Sumu means pain. Shedan sumu sem chanas. If you harbor that painful mind, you will not experience peaceful mind at all. You could be living in a 5-star hotel, or like on the very expensive vacations. You are finished. There will be no physical comfort, there will be no mental comfort. Everything is gone. Not able to sleep, then completely lose, able to judge. Judge a good judge. Judgmental mind, good judgmental mind is gone. So that's the downside. So that's how people practice patience. So first they meditate on the downside of anger, and reading like some text, then they learn. So then they kind of like guide themselves through that the stanzas. Then they repeat, then they guide. So then so then you recharge yourself. So then when everything becomes dark, so then you use the light to see things. So otherwise, there's control. So that's what Shantideva says. That book has been written around 7th century, 3rd century, 8th century. That book has only been written around 8th century. Now this is 21st century. Shanti Deva, Shivala. So I just remember that reading that book. But there's many quotes. There's many. There's a thorough analysis why one should not get upset. If something happens, needs to be very smart and fully awake. Then deal with the situations. So that chapter number 6, there's a thorough analysis is done. And there's many different methods how to deal with anger. So will help. So that's the anger, like the mind that rises, seeing those unattractive objects, so then the mind that wants to harm them, so that's anger. Definitely anger. Draso yido miwa toana, draso yido miwa toana, draso yido miwa toana. So then you feel like this object, this like, is like something solid, independent, absolute. That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong. According to Buddhism, there's not such a thing called absolute. Everything's dependent. There's not something that's independent. You pause and move a little bit, take few steps back, and look from the bigger pictures. So then that helps. In order to look from the distance, you need some knowledge. Not just intellectual knowledge, but knowledge with some kind of experience. So that will protect you from losing your peace of mind, appetite, sleep, everything. Or like protect you from destroying yourself. Pena memba wa tarje kongdo dikebanas. Almost like feel like you kind of fire up. How you say fire up?
Fired up?
How you say fire up? What that means?
Yeah, like you're energized.
That's good or bad? Fire up means.
It could be either.
This here negative. No, not like so here no good fire up. This is talking about like the mebawa tarase, likewise burning fire. Control. That's the anger. When you get angry, it's like burning. It's like burning fire. This text is not good at all. It's not good at all. It's like it has a lot of downfall, drawback. Gather jumpers, they destroy the merit. So, killing someone, death, hitting someone, breaking something. So, did you ever encounter somebody when they get angry, breaking something? So like you're talking to somebody, you go, not later watching them going like this. All of a sudden you hit your toe somewhere there. Then you spit on the wood and say something on the wood. Wood cannot hear. Poor wood cannot hear. It's just been there a long time. So you get so angry with the wood, then you curse and spit. I'm not sure in America you spit, no. In Asia, the people do spit a tree. So who's burning? Not the wood. Yourself is burning, so not the wood. So then sometimes people get so angry, so then throw things. And after 10 minutes, so then go back, then they pick it up. No, it's too late, it's already broke. Soldier, death, hitting, breaking things. Who did that? Anger. Anger did that. Nowadays somebody, Nyeji Lama Tuktums, so Seva, Tabu Kondra Mini Butan, the museums. Then he's saying, but not here in America, but what happened in Tibet. things are nowadays somebody says things are kachiki. Ngeji Lama, my Lama, my teacher, my Lama, my teacher. That's my Lama means that's a little bit deeper, so Lama took them like took them, that's like fancy word. Took is like polite, honorific for mind. You should say casual way, you say sim. There's a casual way. Took means saying very politely, say like mind, I'm not sure. In English, what do you say?
It says the Lama is cross.
Cross means, what does cross mean?
Angry, but it's a nice way to say angry.
Oh, that's English word? Cross, do you use that word?
Yeah, don't become cross with me, he might say something like that.
Oh, so that means, don't become cross. That's the word is nicer.
Yes.
People don't get upset when you say that. Huh?
It's a gentler way to say angry.
How you say, don't get cross with me?
Yeah, don't get cross with me.
Oh, don't get cross, need to learn. Don't get cross. So that's the cross, yeah, that's interesting word to learn. Tuktum. Kondo meaning about that, so then, like, probably not looking anger as some kind of problems, giving them some kind of new or polite name. No matter what kind of name you give to anger, anger is anger. Anger is anger, no matter what kind of. You could call pizza, but it's not going to be pizza, it's going to be anger. So now second, same, chapter number 6. There's no destructive emotion like anger. Chapter number 6. There's no practice like patience. There's no practice like patience. Therefore, Suela Nendin was like, not so means various way to practice patience, seeing the patience something very, very important. Very important. And not just necessary, it's very important. Teve Suela Nendentus. Nende means like putting the emphasis, practicing patience, how important it is. Not just reading text or reciting mantra or sitting like this. All kind of ways, whatever ways you can find to protect. Make sure that you don't get burned. Because when you get angry, then you're burning. Then more likely you'll burn your surrounding. You'll burn them. This Ashanti Deva said, okay. Kondro Chunji, Tori Kondro Chun. So now other than Kondro Chun, so that probably text composed by Lama Tsongkhapa, I'm not sure. But that Kondro Chunji, Tori Kondro Chun is like anger is like weapon. Tori Sori. Kondro Chunji, Tori means Tori, that term refers to liberation and full enlightenment. If you keep getting angry, so then there's less opportunity to achieve liberation and full enlightenment. Or maybe there's less opportunity to become happy, or So there's the life line. Basically, it cuts up. The anger is like weapon that cuts up lifeline. Torisoto jinji. Sheso the kondro yona nimuj nane geda jumje tushishitas. So anger destroyed all the positive thought. Anger will destroy them, all of them. Pride, attachment don't destroy them. Attachment don't destroy all the positive thought. Pride don't destroy all the positive thought. Ignorance, probably don't destroy all the positive. But anger destroyed each and every one of them. They have no chance to rise. They have no chance to when you get angry. Oh, there's the main cause to throw you in the lower realms. Lower realms. Oh, if there's other realm exist, oh, then they know. So that probably anger is not good. So now maybe I will not read this part. This is like talking about based on the object, if you get angry towards based on the object, so then how much merit is going to get destroyed based on the object whom you get angry with. So that makes sense, that makes, even though we don't see the merit is something you don't see physically, it's just the energy that you create, the positive energy, you don't really see them. Doesn't mean they are not there, they are there. Therefore positive energy produce, so yeah, all the basic necessity you need, food, water, and clean air, less pollution, so no war, like all of that is a result of your positive merit. It's a result of your merit. When we say merit, we don't just say word positive. No, it's already positive. Result of your merit. It's an energy, positive energy called gyawa. Only produce good result. Good result. That energy created by saying something beautiful, thinking something beautiful, doing something nice, some beneficial, that create the energy. That energy will produce positive result, called gyawa, virtue or merit, or they have two words. So then, if somebody is being kind, being nice, being sweet for everybody, making that person angry, is probably not good. So somebody probably mean to everybody, saying something mean and like doing something mean, that's like mean all the time, make that person upset, and there should be difference. That person already angry, so so then nothing to discourage. And otherwise, very sweet, very kind, very loving. All of a sudden, somebody says that, then it's not good. It's not good, So that person needs more encouragement to be kind, to be, like that. So that's why that's just an example. So here they use bodhisattva and the highest level of bodhisattva. So there, different texts, different. Destroying like eons of merit, like 1,100 years of merit, 1,000 years of merit. So if you want to know the details, so then we meet face to face. So then I'll explain, okay, otherwise, just do more focus on the draw down side of anger. That's more important to be worried, to think about, rather than how much merit is going to destroy. Not necessary, I think so. So please read, if you have like we all have issue with anger, so I shouldn't say you, but whenever you are having issue with anger, read Shantideva's chapter number 6. Read, not just read, think, then think a little bit deep, so that will protect you from anger. But actually, you are the one who's protecting or relying on some message or instructions or teachings. The bottom line, that's you. So then, out of 6 root afflictions, the first and second is done. Now the third, pride ngaja. So what is pride? So this is for the sake of knowledge, and also to you to identify, among those, there's many unhealthy minds. So when it arises, then you can identify. So then based on that, you can apply antidote. Otherwise, without finding a target, then shooting arrows everywhere. So target might be here, then you're shooting up there. It doesn't help. like your thinking might causing you problems, but you keep changing other things, that will not help. As I mentioned before, that's important. It sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke, quite important. Uncomfortable discomfort caused by tightness of the head. And you keep changing the shoes. There's no one to help. The discomfort is caused by tightening of the head. You need to change the head. You keep changing your shirt and shoes, it doesn't help. So are we doing that? So there's a question is, are we doing that? So that, apply day-to-day life. Not knowing, but like you're so unhappy because of head that you keep changing your glass. It doesn't help. Like that. The third one is pride. For the sake of knowledge, out of 6 root afflictions, root of what? Samsara. These cycles, samsara. So now the third one, pride. Rani ji tomjor yunde rigru sherab churim sama soda tana ke sama da shemu chewa tsunji ji yusange kangla ming sem kembas. So now, based on your wealth, how much wealth you possess, or power, based on your power, or your educations, or your race, or tribe, or your wisdom, or your ethics. I'm very ethical person. Like when I look around, everybody's like that. Your ethics could be reason. Wonderful voice, your voice, wonderful voice. Shemochewa. Probably good-looking body. From emptiness point of view, what it means, I'm not sure what it means, good-looking body. From emptiness point of view, so then you become, your nose is going up. You're going like this, then your nose like come like this, you go up. Based on those things, Pena, for example, looking down on some things from the tip of the mountain, then looking down. Mushroom, shumba chevashins. Looking down on somebody. That's what is pride. So this section is explaining what is pride. Shum shimba shinje shum cheva, make somebody feel unworthy. Make somebody feel unworthy or less. Huh?
Yeah, less than.
Less than?
Yeah, less than you.
Yeah, make somebody feel less than. Rani chodu junji she part of a mouse on the same canvas. So then looking down, then you think, I am the one. So then in America, there's going to be big problems. Everybody thinks I'm the one. So now who is the one? So example, they say, if you put bunch of home into one bag, it's not going to be smooth. Every horn will be stick out from here and there. Sharpener, like bird's feather. Very smoothly, one after another, like. That means respect. Everyone respect. It's going to be like bird feather. Even though it comes like this, when it goes down, it's all kind of in order. Otherwise, it's going to be a bunch of horn stuck into the one back sticking out. So therefore, if you think, oh, everybody is the best, not out of fear, out of guilt, out of compassion, out of positive mind, you how you say, put yourself, everybody else the best. Oh, so then, so thinking that I'm the one doesn't make you one. If you think, everybody else the one, then maybe that's you are the one. Mi yu the toy number juwa. Then mi yu junse chungse le miko ches. Doesn't require much to rise. Pride does not require much to rise. Can be very small to rise, like. Yeah, so now you see, now you identify 3 different types of unhealthy thought. You know them, how what they are, how they rise, based on what? Oh. Toya number the Jews. The dinner mu the Kadam Commercial Gigi Tuzu Ringo Kang Towane Gigi Tuzu Ringo Gigi means like springtime. I think it's like springtime. Ringo Kang Towane Murju Shobu Kang Mawane. It's hard to translate, but that's used in English?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to translate with my broken English, sorry. My English is getting old now. It's been here in America for almost 20 years. Now it's getting old and old. Didn't it? Yeah.
Does the snow on mountaintops melt in springtime? See if it happens to the snows in the ravines below.
Make sense?
There's a footnote that explains it.
What it means, like thinking I'm the one, I'm the highest of high. So then if there's any like probably good quality, that will probably melt like snow. What it says in the footnote?
It says, the water vapor is the steam of pride. Only the haughty give off this steam, not the humble. The snow in the ravines below lasts longer than the quick melting snow on the exposed parts of the mountain.
Ngaje ki kongbu la yunde ki chue mishas. Ngaje is like pride. Ngaje kongbu means it's like round. It's like round object. Ngaje ki kongbu. Yunde knowledge is like water. That water will not stick or stay on that round object. That's pride. Knowledge is like water. When you pour on that round object, that's pride, then it will not stay there. If you think, oh, I can learn from the bird, yeah, so then maybe a lot of knowledge will stick on that, stick with you. If you become like ball, football, basketball, so then you pour water there, it will not stay. Who is he or she talking about Dharma? I know better. You will not learn anything. There's like, when, not just Dharma, when you're listening, anything, when you're listening, there's three false. Three false. One is like pot that's leaking. You hear something, it won't stay. Then you become like leaky pot. It's just going away. But something's going in, but it's not staying there. It's like going out. That's better, relatively better. But there's another one's pot that's upside down. You are there, physically there, mentally, probably in Walmart looking for something. Then nothing goes in because it's upside down. So that's relatively worse. Then the last one is much worse. It's not leaky. It's not. There's no holes. It's not upside down. It's how you say.
Right side up.
It's right side up. But something's going there. But that pot is very contaminated. Whatever goes there in there, you can use. Nobody can use. It's very like contaminated. So that means listening with negative mind, judgmental mind, negative mind, biased mind. So then it becomes like waste. It becomes like waste. No? So now there's another example makes sense. Yundigi chu mitub sumbada ngaje yobal yunde kanya cheka shize. Lame chu suya ngaje chimbu yobe mitela pemido so. Even though somebody giving teachings, if you are really arrogant, what's the difference between arrogant and pride? Same. Yeah, arrogant sounds like much meaner. The word for me, the word arrogant. So anyways, maybe the meaner. Yeah. So
You can be proud of something, but not arrogant about it.
Proud. Oh, there's another word, proud. Proud, pride, arrogant. Ngaje, Tibetan, that's probably one word. Ngaje, that's probably two words. Ngaje, something called jakpa, so two words. Jakpa, that's more like the term they use in the teachings, jakpa. So normal Tibetan people, even though they heard the word, they don't understand what it means. So,
In English, pride has two meanings because one isn't bad. Pride is not always a bad thing.
oh, right.
So it makes it complicated. It's
Yeah, so ngaje, that's not like then sometimes you hear word divine pride. That's healthy one. That's not nothing negative. Like when you do Tara practice, sudden if you have initiation, then you visualize yourself as a Tara. Then that's like divine pride. You visualize something like, yourself as a divine being for reasons to perform whatever the activities that you need to perform. You can't just perform with this notion of, oh, I'm this, with full of that, and you can't perform successfully the ritual. Therefore, you have to develop divine pride. So, and for reason. What is the antidote? Of course, antidote for anger is patience. So antidote for attachment is, that here attachment mainly refers to people, not necessarily to object. Even though there's many different objects, the main object is living beings. So that's the most probably people struggles. So then like seeing the true nature of their bodies, true nature of their bodies. So when you see that body through X-ray, there's nothing to attach, nothing to become attached. So then you see the nature. Like that. So that's the antidote. So now here, the pride antidote of pride or what is the one that has negative connotations?
Arrogance.
Yeah. So then let's say arrogant. And don't say pride. Say arrogant. Then think about something that you don't know. Think of something you don't know. Something amazing that you don't know, like airplane. You don't know how to build airplane. Something that so then here, of course, in the Buddhism, there's many numbers, like 10 of this, 12 of this, 15 of them, 17 of them, 100 of them. Many numbers. So then you think about those numbers. They kind of minimize your pride. So that time there's no computer, there's no modern technology. Nowadays there's so many things. There's so many things that I don't know. There's so many things I don't know. So many things. I don't know English very well, that's first of all. So I don't know. Then you think about basically something you don't know, rather than pretending that you know everything. So it's interesting. With America, if you know this much, you have to say you know this much. Am I right? In Asia, culturally, if you know this much, they say I know this much. Or maybe they say I know nothing. Doesn't mean they know nothing. Probably they know so much, but they say I don't know. Doesn't mean I don't know. When they say I don't know, does not mean I don't know. That means probably, not every time, but most of the times, can you please give me teaching for this? Buddhism don't preach. We have to request. First request, they don't give, they don't teach you. They don't teach. So you have to request again. First part says, I don't know. Then you have to request again. So then maybe. So that's just checking that you are seriously interested or just you are just curious. So then so therefore there's no preachers. There's no preacher. So you have to request 3 times. So then maybe you'll get some teaching. So, only. So there's the pride antidote. You need to think about something you don't know, Okay. So now that's number 3 out of 6 root afflictions. Very important for the sake of knowledge. Very important. Why samsara? Why this life is so complicated? Like maybe because of my neighbor? No, wrong. No, wrong. Maybe because of my school? That's wrong. Because of this 6 root affliction, because of that, why samsara is happening. Okay. Oh yeah. So now the number 4th, marikpa, not knowing, or ignorance. What's the difference between not knowing and ignorance? What's the difference between not knowing and ignorance? Same? Do people like to hear not knowing? Ignorance. Okay, so ignorance. Generally speaking, ignorance. Tong ma tong. Seeing, not seeing. Very gross way. Gross level. Seeing something, not seeing something. Tong ma tong. Rig mari. Understanding something, not understanding something. Seva tar. Rigbala. Garda. Garda mai jarvate marik pas. Not sure how to say in English. Gagdra, like Gagdra. Sometimes some people say, you have no English. Even though that person speaks few words, thank you, good morning, but you say no English. So then you use that no, which is gagdra, what's called, that's like negative word you use for something like make sense, doesn't make sense?
They say negative particle.
Negative particle. Even though no English doesn't mean no English means 0. 0 means no good morning, no good afternoon, no thank you. This means 0. So then, so you say no English, but somebody also know how to say thank you, good morning, good afternoon. You should say no English. Almost no English, or maybe no English, probably. So called gatra. That's called negative particles. Gatra. Matoma Mishiba Misawa, so the Pena Mixumba Tabu Naktome Hamse. Mumbecha Mubu Mituma Shindo Deshitans. Like living in the dark room, not able to see anything, if its eyes wide open, not able to see anything. That's like example, illustration of ignorance. So now ignorance towards or? Towards. Ignorance towards what? This is a very particular one. Not saying like, not know how to use this tablecloth, not like that. This is a very particular one. Not knowing what are the 4 noble truths. 4 noble truths. called Dungal Dempa, truth of sufferings. Oh, so that word probably, but not the word itself is wrong, but I personally don't like to use that word suffering because I'm not sure when English-speaking people, when they hear the word suffering, I'm not sure what kind of message they are getting. So it's not if they are getting some kind of pain, if they are thinking of some kind of pain, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. It's not pain. It's not pain. Pain is included there, but it's not the pain. It's much deeper. Nature of suffering. Not knowing nature of suffering. So then the second one is origin of sufferings. Origin of sufferings. Origin of suffering. So then the third one is the cessation, freedom from sufferings. So the fourth one is the path or method or technique how to reach the cessations. This is called Fourth Noble Truth. They are quite very important, like problems, cause. Way out, how. Fourth Noble Truth. Problem, cause. Thinking, there's neighbor, mistake. Not a neighbor, no. There's mistake. No, because I don't look good. Cause, mistake, there's mistake. No. Cause, there's different cause. Cause. So then freedom, then way out. Way out, how to get out. That's called Fourth Noble Truth. So not knowing that is, that's particular ignorance. The Bashi. Lende, causality. Action and result. Every action doesn't matter. Whether it's like by cat, dog, every action counts. Action determine next journey. Actions determine next journey. Not somebody else. Action determine next journey. That action can be created through motivations, positive motivations. The action be created. So that positive action will determine next destination action. Then action and result. Not high. Sometimes you see the word pure view in text, pure view. So that means conviction, faith into causality. So that's sometimes called pure view. That's pure view. That's what it means. It means having a conviction, faith into causality. What goes round comes round. You even in English you say that. So now the question: does that mean anything? Does it mean anything? If it doesn't mean anything, so life is going to be hard. Going to be harder. It's going to be harder if something goes on. It's harder. There's something that you can do, but you decide not to do because you think there's no cause. Everything just happening randomly. So then there's nothing you can do. Then that is depressing, very depressing. That's very depressing. There's nothing you can do. That's very depressing. That's very depressing. Lender, not knowing causality, order of the causality, law of causality. Kunjo sola mine rangi ngoam nilu mito momba. Kunjo sola mine rangi ngoam nilu mito mombas. So then, kunjo sola mine rangi ngoam nilu mito, not knowing the true nature of mind. True nature of mind. Or not knowing the true nature of self. What is self? How you define yourself? do we ever analyze our experience of self? Do we ever analyze our experience of self? Maybe not. So let's begin from there, they begin from there. So these are the ignorance, okay? Teya jigda, the maripa chikdo sebe lutana, jigda ni maripa tans. Tado sebe lutana, tabala dulu nyamdo chua tabi jigda tans. Te ju tadid no mumba pakde, tabe nilu misawa tabu ni maripa isa. So now this is getting a little bit complicated here now. So jigda ni maripa tans, jigda. That's like the name of the one particular view, jikta. So you see, there's like 6 root afflictions. There's a view, number 6 probably. Number 5. The last one is the doubt. Number 5 is a view. So when you open that, how you say, file of view. So then there will be 4 more. So then from there will be 20 more. From there, just joking. There's only 4 more, so there are 4 different types of wrong view. Jikta is one of them, jikta. Clinking, the jikta, what is jikta? Jikta is like the view, the wrong view, that clinking so tightly on self that have no clue. Self that we don't have a clue what is self. So clinging very tightly on that was jigda. Or repena tabala dudum you true to be jigda maybe tabala dudum to jigda. Ti ju target in the mumba pagdeche. Tabenilu misawa tabuni maripa is. So maripa and jigda, there's some case there is one. So then there's nothing much to say. In some case there's a separate, there's 2 different things. So then that's what is happening here. Takbala dulu takbala dulu nyamdu tu atabi jigdaje takbala dulu. So a piece of rope laying there in like not much light, early morning, outside, inside. Then when you see, but there's so many components that contributed to you to see that piece of rope is like snake. You see snake. Not joking, you are seriously seeing snake. It's not just, pretending to see snake. It's like you are freaking out. What else you can say? Huh? What else you should say?
No, freaking out is a good thing. Freaking out is good.
Freaking out. So maybe in India people don't understand what you say, freaking out. So therefore, no clue what you say, freaking out. They don't understand. So they speak British English. So I don't think British say freaking out. So very serious. They see a piece of rope as a snake, and then you probably create eyes, the color, everything you just created. So then all kind of emotion rise based on that piece of rope. Tabal dunu to the jigdas. There is one kind of wrong view. Then the T-ju, the main cause is the rope. Like colorful rope, piece of rope, colorful. Then the darkness is part of the cause. Darkness, less light. Then you don't see the nature of rope. If you see the nature of rope, you will not freak out. But then you don't see the nature of rope. So there's another, if you separate jikta and ignorance, then that's going to be like this too. Now, now this is more like debate. But here nobody debates, so no need to worry. No need to worry about losing or winning debate. Nobody debates here. If you go to monastery, then you have to know all of them, so then more likely you lose the debate. So when the beginning of the debate, so you see the video? There's the beginning, so that the deity of wisdom, Manjushri's names that you call to boost or develop your wisdoms. Then you could Chetar, spread Dharma. That's what you say. Next time you say that's different than I say. there should be different between foxes. Foxes they make noise. The D that must be different. D Arabas not D. Manjushri mantra. Arabas not D. So that basically you are calling the name of Manjushri D. Chetar, spread the Dharma. That's what you say. Then you visualize this is like samsara. Then you put your hand like this and visualize, then you liberate all of them. That's what you have to think. So then you start debate. Then you ask, what is the definition of pride? Maybe you never read about pride, or you say something that's wrong, so then that person will not let you go till you give the right answer. If you insist, answer that you give, if you insist, oh, that's correct, so then they say, Pechadaga. Pechadaga means you are against the textbook. That's what you say. Pechadaga, you're against the textbook. So then you are able to quote. If you cannot quote, you can say you are against the books because you don't remember what book says. You have to be able to say what books. Then you say, oh, in Liberation of Palmer, your hand, the definition of pride is the so and so. Then you say, then you tell, go home and look. Then they are so the Pechadaga. So then they have to change their, how you say, assumptions. They have to change. So then they say, definition you give in the beginning, first time, then they will repeat you. Is that your definition? Then now you say no, because it's against the book. Then they call cha. Cha means you are wrong. Cha. Sometimes they go korti korsum. That means you are confused. You are confused. So they go malawi like that. That means your now head is spinning. Supposed to spin clockwise. Now it's spinning counterclockwise. That means you are confused. So yeah, so now it's stop here. So it's about not best word to stop. So confused. Okay, so now out of 6 root cause, 4 of them is done, and that's identify. Okay, so then the number 5 is doubt. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's turn to page 263 in the Gold Prayer Book. And we'll read the final Lamrim dedication.
Maybe 2 more class on this, how those about delusions, 2 more or maybe 3 more class. So then after that, there will be something new. Okay, so there are 2 more. This is very important.
From my 2 collections, vast as space, that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all lives, Manjushri. May they find the best of completely graded paths of the teachings, and might please all the Buddhas by my practice. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings, with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. My heart going out with great compassion, in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure, happiness, and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bondless peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded path of enlightenment completed, due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their sons. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and create conducive conditions for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. When someone makes effort to act in accordance with the 10-fold Mahayana virtuous practices, may always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. Turn to page 244 and 245. We'll recite the long life prayers. Gandhira we kowe jikam de pendande wa malushin wene. Chere si wan tenzin gyatso yi shape si te bardu tenju chi. Jonu iye nala wan shochu awatare sembara sopa. Lo sangye we deton le pel sho shasyo kengyo lama sowa de. Tupsu chanshin jangun gewe. Tenzin kyom bewe. Kunze do portse. Chosum kulwele mutudu. Tada zodu je kundu japten shok. Om taritu re soha. 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 Om taritu re soha.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you. Good night.